seen it.
Welcome to Talk Law Radio with attorney Todd Marquardt of the Marquardt Law Firm at marquardtlawfirm.com.
In the beginning, God had one law: don't eat from the fruit of that tree. Then he gave Moses the 10 Commandments. And now we have municipal, state, and federal lawmakers that won't stop creating new laws, laws that might impact you without you knowing it. Today we're going to be talking to Sam Diligianis.
I can testify it was perfect before.
Say it, Sam.
Diligianis.
Diligianis. There we go. I said it.
You nailed it before the show.
Anyway, we're going to be talking about water damage restoration and the law. And also with us is
Hi.
Shannon Roberta, and she's going to be telling us how she's encouraging the community. We'll also be talking about sinners and saints and legacy too. So stay tuned to the end of the show. But first, let's talk to Sam about how you got into this business. Tell us what you do exactly. Some people might not know what water damage restoration is.
Yeah, so I'm in water damage restoration where people will have issues with their refrigerator lines, toilet overflows, things like that, and water goes out throughout their house. Mm-hmm. It's not where I started. I started in Arizona in a painting company, painting and drywall. And we used to do a lot of drywall work for restoration companies, and I didn't understand why everything was cut at 2 foot and 4 foot. So I was very curious about that, learned a little bit about it. Actually had family that jumped into it because we were just working with them so much. So I learned a little bit about that, and then I explored and found out about storm chasing, helping out on storms, high volume needs, those emergency situations. So I consulted for a company for a little while, learned about it, and then jumped in it myself. So when people have these situations, they panic. It's their home. They don't know exactly what to do and how to clean it up. So we went in there, would explain to them what we need to do, clean up the water, and of course, prevent mold is the biggest goal.
What are some things that you do to clean up water besides paper towels?
Vacuum it up is the easiest thing. We do pull back the carpet as quickly as possible. We start removing baseboards, toe kicks on the cabinets, things where water gets trapped. Because bulk water is easy to pick up, but the water hidden behind the cabinets, the walls, and a lot of things we see is where it travels, and people don't understand how water will take the route where it did. So that's where we track it down and figure out how it got from the bathroom all the way into the laundry room or in the kitchen or something like that.
Right. It can creep its way everywhere.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? Where did you grow up? Where did you get your experience? All of that stuff.
Yeah. So my grandparents came in the 80s with my father to California originally. They started from zero. They did what they could in Romania. The opportunity was not like it is here. Christian faith, so they left because of the prosecution of faith. Started up life here. We moved in. I was born in California. I moved to Arizona. Is when I actually started my adult life. Painting over there, drywall. Then I slowly got into the restoration thing. And then I explored storm chasing. And then I moved to Texas in small community here in Bernie. Actually love it in Bernie. And then we got into the restoration part of it and really understood the need for it and the uneducation, that people don't have and understand what the process is. So it's been a very interesting journey, and the satisfaction to help people in need. And then usually, what we say is a blessing in disguise, because if you can go through the process correctly and you're educated on how it goes and how to, deal with it, then it turns into a blessing in disguise for most people.
What do you mean by that? Why would somebody say it was a blessing in disguise?
So it's a disaster. It's your home, your stuff, everything is getting disrupted, damaged. And if you have the right insurance policies, the coverage is there. You may have an older home, may not have the funds for a remodel, and now your stuff is getting technically remodeled, updated, because we have to put in new stuff, to replace the old stuff. So, we help them out, give basically a free design and update them to, the next the next trends, this contemporary design that people have. And they're like, wow, I would have never been able to afford this, but thank God I had insurance. And now they're getting updated cabinets, flooring, things like that. Sometimes new furniture when needed. And we turn it into a blessing in disguise.
Okay. Yeah, well, I want to tell you a story about a friend of mine that went through that in Houston. They had a big windstorm and the rain and everything. Well, the tree in his front yard fell on their house, and so then it was raining in the house, and he went through several months of remodeling, and he did get upgrades and stuff, and some of it was paid for by insurance, and some of it he had to pay out of pocket just because of things that he wanted. But I also want to give Shannon an opportunity to say something. She's our comedic relief today. You know Shannon.
Pressure.
San Antonio Shannon Roberta on Instagram. How are you encouraging the community these days?
I've been, a lot of my time has been going to Blue House. So I have a couple things I'm interested in, but it just, the way things work out.
Remind us, what is Blue House?
They do they're healing families, because sometimes it can be either a CPS case where the parents can't be unsupervised with the children, or it can be like a parental alienation situation where maybe it's not gender specific, so it can be a woman or a man, but one of the parents just is not able to be alone with their child. And so it's terribly painful, as you can imagine. And so they come in and they have a counselor on site and they heal those relationships. So it's not the kind of tangible thing that you see like immediately, like, it's not like an overnight project, but they're doing really great work, and they have an event coming up, so I've been kind of hyper-focused on helping out with that event.
When is it?
September 25th. It should be pretty fun. We're going to play Loteria, which is just, Mexican. It's bingo, basically, but we just called it Loteria, the Mexican name.
Okay.
And it's going to be at Chicken and Pickle, and so you could just Google Blue House. It's BLU, and then we have everything on the website ready to go.
Do you have a flyer posted on your Instagram?
I haven't pushed it out yet on Instagram, but on the Blue House, it is ready to go. BLU. And then House.
HOUSE.
Right, and they're over there on Commerce Street. There's not another one in town, so.
Okay, yeah.
And I hope to see you there.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Should be fun. Okay, so my friend went through the blessing in disguise, like you said. Do you find that that's a common experience, or does it depend on what kind of insurance people have?
Yeah, we try to make it a blessing in disguise when we can. Everything that we have control of, or at least can impact. We do notice that insurance policies do make a big impact on it. So, budget friendly, where they're shaving off every option possible on the policy to save $80 a month. I've seen put some people in some really bad situations.
How should people contact you if they have water damage?
They can contact our main number. It's 844-333-3200. Depending on what their situation is, we would educate them on the process, tell them how to go about it, what to look for. So we can't interpret policy. We're not public adjusters, we're not adjusters, but we tell them look for the red flags, talk to their agent, talk to people that are educated in the policy and see what they're covered, what they're not. We can help them with the situation, figure out if we are the fit, right fit for them. Most of the time we can help most people out. There are some cases where we've got into it, just helped them out, found out that they had some really restricted policies. I'm very surprised they were even offered that. I feel bad for the people who have these policies, but
wow.
This lady paid $3,000 a month, $3,000 a year roughly for her home insurance to find out she was capped off at $5,000 in damages.
Wow.
Oh, goodness.
And she had that for like 20 years.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, we'll help you out, no problem. We turned it into a charity job, took care of them.
Wow.
And then, she got her $5,000 check, got some help from a few different places and got her home back together. But, I know companies that would just pound these people down, and I'm like, hey, this is not their fault. They were uneducated. So
we got to take a break. When we come back, we'll be back with Sam talking about hidden legal issue blind spots of water damage and restoration. Stay tuned.
This has been Talk Law Radio with attorney Todd Marquardt, brought to you by the Marquardt Law Firm. You can learn more at marquardtlawfirm.com. And be sure to listen to the full Talk Law Radio show Saturday mornings at 11 on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
Each week, attorney Todd Marquardt talks about the law. His mission with the Talk Law Radio show and podcast is to help you discover your legal issue blind spots. In the beginning, God had one law. Don't eat from the fruit of that tree. Then came the Ten Commandments. Now we have federal, state, and municipal lawmakers that won't stop creating new laws. Laws that might impact you without you knowing it. Listen to the show and drop a line on Facebook or email host@talklawradio.com and let the host know what you think of the show, the topics you want to hear, and whether you want to be a guest.